With the 2023-24 Premier League campaign in the books, I've ranked my top 10 players of the season. Let's get into the list. At number 10, I went with Kevin De Bruyne. I know he hasn't played much, but on a per minute basis, he has an argument to be the best player in the league. He leads the Premier League in a Football Reference statistic points per match, 2.67, and his chance creation numbers are off the chart. He leads the Premier League in expected assists per 90 minutes, with his 0.53 number in a league of his own. His return against Newcastle in January, with City losing 2-1, is a perfect example of why he makes my list. In a 20-minute cameo, he scored a vintage long-range shot from outside the box, and then played the perfect pass in behind for Oscar Bob to win the game for City. At number 9, I went with Alexander Isak. I felt I had to have one Newcastle player, and it come down to him or Gordon. Isak scored 21 goals as he embodied the spirit of Thierry Henry from that left channel. He's a perfect modern forward, capable of scoring or creating, dribbling through defenders and leading the press. If Newcastle have ambitions of being a top 4 club, keeping Isak is a must. At number 8, I went with William Saliba. You could argue that this is a joint ranking for him and Gabriel, who as a pair have been phenomenal this season, but Saliba has played every game. He's brilliant in and out of possession, he's 5th in the Premier League in touches, and his 74.1% of dribblers tackles ranks in the top 10 in the league. At number 7, it's Erling Haaland. In a quote-unquote down season for the Norwegian, he won the Golden Boot with 27 goals. He becomes the first player since Harry Kane to finish as top goal scorer in back-to-back seasons. You could argue he has failed to show up in the big matches, and this is why he's at number 7. But Gary Neville said it best: ask any club in the Premier League for one centre forward and they are picking Haaland, and it's not even a debate. We're talking about a generational goal scorer who I believe will be remembered as one of the best centre forwards ever. At number 6, I've went with Declan Rice. It's not often a £100 million price tag becomes an afterthought, but Declan Rice has been that good. Is he a number 6? Is he a number 8? Well, he's played as a hybrid of both those roles this season and excelled. 7 goals and 8 assists is fantastic output for a player who gives you so much more as a ball winner, passer and an all-rounder. He is the heartbeat of the second best team in England. Number 5, Rodri. The best number 6 of his era, the natural hire to Sergio Busquets, and the modern day version of that player. A game built on positional intelligence, precise passing, and the ability to read and control the game with his brain. Watch City play and it quickly becomes apparent that all roads lead to Rodri. He is the driver of the ship, dictating the play and controlling the tempo, the connector, the man who links defence and offence, and the statistics back that up. Rodri ranks first in the Premier League in touches, passes into the final third and progressive passes. He's also added goals to his game, scoring 8 in the league this season. He has become the complete midfielder. At number 4, it's Ollie Watkins. 19 non-penalty goals, 32 goals and assists from open play, the 4th highest in Europe's top 5 leagues behind only Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe and Cole Palmer. He's been the best centre forward in the league this season, and his all-round play has been pivotal to Aston Villa finishing in the Champions League. Unai Emery told Watkins to focus on playing centrally and use his pace, 1v1 ability and running into the channels to punish teams, and he has done exactly that, playing at an elite level all season. At number 3, it's Cole Palmer. The most bonkers Cole Palmer stat out there is that the first time he played 90 minutes in a Premier League game this season was the 10th game of the campaign. 22 goals later, runner-up to the Golden Boot, and Palmer has established himself as Chelsea's main man, the guy in which they hope to build their next great team around. He has scored or assisted on 42% of all Chelsea's Premier League goals this season. Only Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe have had more direct goal involvements this season in Europe's top 5 leagues, adding the fact that he scored clutch penalties, big goals and showcased his outrageous technical ability, and it's easy to see why Palmer is a worthy number 3. And number 2, Martin Odegaard. A modern day playmaker who is at the centre of everything good that Arsenal do, creating chances, building up the play, leading the press, controlling the tempo. He's been the best playmaker in the league this season, ranking first in passes into the penalty area, through balls, shot creating actions and expected assists. My number 1, if you haven't guessed it by now, is Phil Foden. If there was any debate about who the player of the season was, Foden's 18th and 19th Premier League goals of the season against West Ham on the final day ended that debate. That's 19 non-penalty goals for Foden, who trails only teammate Erling Haaland from open play this season. His evolution as a goal-scoring midfielder who runs the show from the number 10 position has unleashed him as one of the very best players in world football. He's also been incredibly clutch for Man City, scoring big goals in important games, and he's just a joy to watch. A wonderful technical player who is dominating games at a level we haven't seen from an Englishman since prime Wayne Rooney. That's my list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.